Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. Downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view. There's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so live.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, July 8th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. I hope you're having a wonderful day today so far. Want to say good morning, Mama Cone. Yes, we are praying for all the victims in Texas. Terrible there. God bless the first responders, of course, as always. Thank you, Mama Cone. You can leave a comment as you're watching the stream. Would love to shout you out. Maybe you're celebrating something special today. Maybe you're just happy to be alive, right? Happy to wake up another day. All right, on the show today, I've got Morning Roundup with Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD. Also, I'm going to go over what's happening in Frederick. Cover the calendar. That is the link right there, and it is in this stream. The calendar of everything we have going on in Frederick, or as many as I could put into the calendar. And if you have an event you want included, you just got to let me know. Amy from Poppin Party Services is here today. And we're talking suspension with Tyler Mead from Ken's Automotive and Transmissions Total Car Care. And I've got your Secret Stash video clue for today as well. And, want to keep giving you some cash and prizes. I love it. Sleep in Heavenly Peace is our missions that matter for the month of July. If you buy the Good Morning Frederick merch, they're going to benefit. So be sure to stop in at the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street, Wednesday to Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pick up your Good Morning Frederick merch, anything at all, from the Bluetooth speaker to stickers, tattoo. I don't have tattoos for sale there. I do have some tattoos that we're giving away, because if you put a tattoo on your body and you tag us on social, I'm going to get you some free stuff. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But anyway, go to the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street in downtown, Wednesday to Sunday, and pick up your merch, and Sleep in Heavenly Peace will benefit from that. All right, let's go ahead and officially get this Tuesday started. Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. They understand how pain can hold you back. You can save $400 on your first visit and be on the road to feeling better. Just $50 when you mention Good Morning Frederick when you book your appointment. Call today. Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, dedicated to helping you achieve your wellness objectives. All right, let's get our morning roundup this morning. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland, accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. Well, good morning.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You know what? Every day's a holiday, every meal's a banquet.
Well, you got to have that attitude, especially if the things in the world are bringing you down. You just got to focus on what is happening for you each day, for sure.
I don't think there'll be Chris today, though. I don't know if he sent you an email or a text message that you're not as important as a bucket of water.
Apparently,
right?
This is true, and he did text, and I just trying to figure out exactly why that couldn't
wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
don't
all good,
know.
Though. We need water to survive. Our bodies are 70% water. I get it. I get it for sure.
I mean, if there was only a place he could get it in his house, like, I don't know, the tap. I'm not sure. But hey, I get it. Sometimes things happen and you got to do what you got to do. I think so here's what I really think. And since he's not here and he probably won't listen, is that I think he's mad because I beat him to work because I have to come into the office because of my equipment blew up at my house, and I've been beating him at work. And he usually goes and gets his water before he comes to work. I'm at home doing all the prep. Now I'm here. Now he's got to be seen when I walk into the door. So I think I'm
feeling
the
pressure. He's feeling the pressure.
I think he's feeling the pressure a little bit. But you know what? Hey, I left him at the 4th of July, so I don't care.
Yes, you did. I had a shirt for you.
Oh, damn
And I went to deliver it, and he said, "Oh, Bob left." And I'm like,
yes.
"Oh, well, there you go."
Well, you know what? I like the 4th of July in my pool with my friends and family. And when you've done the 4th of July at Baker Park, which is a great place to be, and our sister station did a great job. We did a great job with the Hometown Heroes and hanging out and stuff. But I hadn't done that for over 4 years. And I kind of got used to not doing it. Before that, I was like 30 years doing it. So 25, 20 years, whatever it is. I don't know. But it was
a long time.
We've done ever since the 4th of July has been in Baker Park. We've done it through the radio station, and I've not been at home until. And then I think Cindy Fox said it the best. I didn't think there was as many people there. And she said she thought it was because people got, because of COVID. People got, once they figured out, hey, being at home isn't all that bad. I think I'll just sit at home with my adult beverage and my TV or my pool and enjoy life instead of packing up everybody and going to Baker Park. But the people who did go.
That you say that, because let me just say this. So for 6 years, I was at another radio station, and that radio station only sets up from like noon to 5, right?
Right.
And so I've not been at Baker Park for the fireworks. Certainly, I've never in my life done from start to finish.
Right.
Ever. This is the first year that I stayed in town for the fireworks, and I thought there were a lot of people. It took me an hour to get out.
Okay.
An hour and a half almost to get home from the end of the fireworks. So I thought it was packed. I don't know. Maybe people waited until after you left to come down.
I would have. I think that you're absolutely right. I think a lot of people waited until the final act of the our sister station WFRE's and Runaway June.
Runaway June. Runaway June hit the stage. It was great. It was a great
July.
show.
In
We
July.
had some amazing performers on stage all day.
Yeah.
WFRE did. And, I tell you, highlighting our first responders and all of that was phenomenal. I know that they were very proud. Our firefighter of the year, sheriff's deputy of the year, and police person of the year, whatever that was. That was amazing as well that you guys did the Hometown Heroes. So, yeah, it was a really great day, to be honest. But I was exhausted. Didn't get home till about 11 p.m. I think I started the day at about 8:30 a.m. So, yeah, it was a good day.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was there from noon until 12:15, 12:20.
Lies.
I parked and they're like, you can't park there. And I'm like, I'm parking there until you tell me I got to move. And they're like, you got to move. There's a big train coming with a big flag.
Well, if I have to move, I'm going home.
That's right. Well, you know what happened was Tim May said, I need a ride to my car. And I said, well, I'll give Tim a ride to his car. And then I'm going to keep on trucking. Which is what
good excuse.
Which is what Chris is like, I need you up here. You're coming up on the stage at 4:30, and I'm like, no,
nope.
I got home.
Not gonna be there.
I got home, and my mother-in-law was there. My brother-in-law and his wife were there. His son and his son. My grandkids were there, and everybody was there.
Look at this.
OMG. You know what I'm going to do? I'm starting the rumor. You have another man in your house.
That's all right. My husband's here too, so it's all good.
Okay. All right. Well, there he is. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Did he bring the news?
Say my husband's here. That's really going to add to the rumors too. My husband are here expectantly inside of my house.
Yeah,
actually, I might leave them here, and I might leave.
Well, there's
I honestly, I was over getting water over there, and that faucet over there, it's consistently loud. It made me had to pee. And as I pulled up here, this is the only door I saw open. I just kind of walked in hoping to use the bathroom because I really had to pee. It just so happened it was Danny's house.
Yeah, just so.
This is why you always lock your doors. PSA, everybody out there, lock your doors or creeps like me will walk in.
Oh, mercy.
We have the news when we're on normally.
Yeah.
No, that's true. He doesn't. So
it's like, oh crap, that's right. I have news. Let me get it on my phone real quick and look real quick. So yeah,
and there's no sports to speak of either. I mean, there's only like the District 2 tournament for Little League, Thurmont over Fort County, 14-5. Everybody else had the day off yesterday. So
well, I'm telling you, this is that time of year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is that time of year. There he goes. Yep. There he is. Look at that. So it's what steroids will do to you, folks.
You're forgetting about the discussion we had yesterday. Me and Danny, the Washington Cricket League was going on today. The Afghans, and a real name. I'm not making that up, Danny. That's the real. I don't want anybody out there complaining. That is the real team name. The Afghans are playing the Washington something or another today for the Washington Cricket League. So there you go. We forgot about that, Bob.
Hey, no, somebody doesn't understand personal space either.
You said that bathroom is 2 doors down to the right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Gracious. All right. There we go.
There you go.
You just never know what's going to happen.
Right. What's going to happen at your place? That's the fun
I have
stuff.
a chore list. Maybe he'll complete it since he stopped over.
Well, I don't know. Ask his wife. He's never done anything for her yet.
I knew what was coming.
Now my dog is barking. There you go. Bye. Enjoy your water.
Yeah, right?
Gracious.
Well, obviously he cared enough about you to show up at your house. Uninvited.
Well, he literally had to drive by my house to go to get his water.
Yeah. I mean, he thinks that water has a magical property, which it could be because just to let him know, Kai Hagen urinates in that water upstream.
Oh, God. Oh, Lord. There There you go. All right.
All
On
right.
that note.
On that note,
Well,
I do have some little bit of news if you'd like
oh,
to hear it. Yesterday, Maryland Department of Highway is doing a survey that's underway for the vulnerable roads users such as bicyclists, pedestrians, and roller skaters. The online poll called the Vulnerable Road User Assessment is being conducted by the Maryland Department of Transportation State Highway Administration Office Traffic and Safety Director Cedric Ward says it's not just limited to state roads, it's a statewide plan. It's not just state highways, but it literally looks at every road segment in our state. But parts of the process is we need to have engagement from the communities. Part of the survey, the SHA will host 5 virtual public meetings where residents can ask questions and put forward recommendations. The one covering Frederick County in Western Maryland is scheduled for Wednesday, July 23rd from 4 until 6 p.m. So there you go.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it's all about Texas. I mean,
it is all about Texas.
even if you, I mean, we were talking about the storms. Now, I don't know. Chris didn't get it last night. I went to bed at about, I don't know. I think I rolled into the sack around 10 minutes till 10 and fell asleep. And then we had a big storm come through. And I'm like, oh, and I woke up and I looked at the clock and it said 10:33. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? I got a half hour's worth of sleep and then you can't go back to bed.
Yeah.
But I don't know if people see a big storm coming and if it makes them now because of what happened in Texas, does it make them a little bit nervous that something like that could happen here? I mean, we have had flooding in Frederick. We understand what it's like. What happened in Texas is it's just devastating, and how fast it rose and how high it rose in such a short amount of time. And the fact that people are now saying, well, it's Donald Trump's fault. Yeah. I'm like, really? Yeah. Stop.
Yeah.
It's nobody's
fault. That, to be honest. And, the National Weather Service or whatever it was has put out many statements trying to debunk the fact that people are trying to blame budget cuts when they were actually overstaffed, and trying to get these alerts out. The unfortunate part is this happened in the middle of the night, and maybe there will be some sort of other system. People are talking about making sure I don't even have a weather radio. I didn't even know one existed. So, I think that maybe some of that could be important for these campgrounds to have for people camping who may not have cell service and all of that good stuff. But nonetheless, look, we can analyze all day long. Maybe something that could have been done better. And that's what we do as Americans, is we try to take a tragedy and grow something good out of it so that at least these people, 50 of them, I believe, didn't lose their lives in vain. And hopefully we can protect people down the road. But to blame anyone at this point is just ridiculous. And I will just say this. There have been some absolutely vile and disgusting things on social media regarding the people who lost their lives as if they deserved it because, they were either Christian or white or whatever. Makes me sick to my stomach. And I think that if we do not condemn, no matter where you are, the fact that you can actually laud and chant and say that these children deserved to die is just disgusting. Right. I don't know what has happened with our society. Maybe we're just, because we have access to it through social media, it just makes me sick. I have never in my life been happy that people have lost their lives, no matter where they are, no matter if they're horrible people. Like, I don't know where we've come as a society where we think that is okay. And it's been interesting because there have been 2 people very highly on TikTok who have gotten some traction. who have lost their jobs because of this vile, disgusting behavior, which I think that has to happen. There have to be consequences when you publicly go out and say these disgusting things.
Yep.
I'm glad that they are suffering a consequence for it,
Yep.
because
Me too.
it's just, I pray for those families, and I know that sounds trite and empty, but it is, Mama Cone has come up here in tears for many days because of these poor children and these families that have been destroyed. And look, I just think there is no blame, and we just need to reach out and do what we do as Americans. Do better next time. Wrap your arms around the families who are suffering the most horrible tragedy that I can ever imagine in losing a child or family members.
Yep.
And that's all I have to say about that. But it's been horrible to watch.
Yep. I mean, you see things like you said, people who lost their jobs because of the things that they said on social media. Amen to that. But then you also hear the story of the young girl who was at the camp who put her name tag on. She said, if something were to happen bad to me, I just wanted people to know who I was when they found my body. I mean, that's the kind of things that you hear. Or the 27-year-old girl who had all her clothes ripped off her body because of the storm. So she got swept 20 miles downstream, clinging to a tree, finding somebody who was able to save her. So out of all the stories, you're going to hear stories of tragedy, but you're also going to hear stories of victory. And like you said, hindsight being 2020, what can we do to make sure that things along this river not happen? Was it the dam? Was it all the rain that they got? Do we move campgrounds? I mean, RVs. When you see somebody in a house, and there are people standing in the house as it hits a bridge. I mean, it's just, those are things you don't realize that, be thankful that it's not you, but then if you're able to help, then help and find the right places that you believe in. You may not believe in all the companies or the entities that say they help, but if there's one you believe in, then go ahead and give money to it if you can.
Yeah. Well, what I do know and what makes me proud is if you shut out that noise and get down to it, Americans are amazingly supportive and generous. And I know this country will come together and wrap their arms around these families in Texas and do whatever we can to help them in this horrible time. So that is one thing we do very, very well. And we just have to put the earmuffs on and not listen to this craziness on both sides.
Yep. On
the extremes, sit in the middle where we typically, most of us are, and just love thy fellow man.
Amen.
And again, just pray, and my heart goes out again to those families. So that's what we'll do. We will come up with a way to help if we can.
On the other side of that, do I look like Rock Lobster here?
You do look like you got a little bit of sun.
But it's really, I'm tan. I don't know. Maybe it's just the lighting. I was
probably. I don't think that studio was really set up for this. So
no, not at all. Let me see. Let me try this. I will. Let's see if there's any help there. The lighting different. There we go.
Toward
a little bit different. Yeah.
Put the lighting towards your face. There. Oh, look at that.
There we go.
Having a studio.
Okay. All right.
All right, my friend. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you. Remember to lock your door. Chris Michaels is near.
Now he has my address. Dang it. I might have to move.
Yeah. You will have to move.
It'll
be like knocking on your door at 5:30 going, I got to go pee.
Oh, look at this. Coach Ed.
Hey.
Strong. Good morning. Hello, Frederick from Coach Ed. Texas Strong for sure, my friend. Yes, there he is. The man, the myth. We got to actually, maybe what we should do is come up with some sort of good fundraiser with him for Christmas Cash for Kids with some of the. Yeah, I think that would be fun. So I'll be talking to him about some of those ideas soon.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great day.
Anything that leaves Chris out. That's all.
Yeah, or makes fun of him.
Yes, because he doesn't do what he's easy money. He's leaving it on the table by not watching movies.
That's right. All
All
right.
right.
I'll
Have a great day,
I'll see you
Danny.
later.
Good morning, Frederick.
Oh boy, goodness gracious. Well, how can you transition from that? There you go. All right, we are going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back with what's happening in Frederick. We got all the events you're going to want to know about, and I've got the calendar for you. And then we've got Amy from Poppin Party Services. Under the hood, we're talking suspension with Tyler Mead from Ken's Automotive and Transmissions. And I got your secret stash video clue for today for some prizes and maybe some cash. You just never know. All of that is coming up just after this.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shannon family beyond compare.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at antietamtravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026. Oh, I cannot wait for that trip. Do you know when you have something planned so far in advance and you think, oh my gosh, it's going to be forever, and I can't wait because it's going to fly by, and you're going to get on that trip with me, right? We're going to have a great time. Let's go. All right, A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they are right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County. Huge shout-out to Sandra Hoffmeister. Congratulations. She has not only been nominated for a SAS Award, but also Shero. She is a Shero, and I'm going to be interviewing her about that. That is from the Frederick Chamber of Commerce. Strength, heart, I can't remember the E. But anyway, she is amazing. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding. They can also do your windows and gutters and patios and decks. Email her at info@ansconstruction.com. Oh, sorry. Let's try this again. info@ansconstruction.net. Make sure you take a screenshot of that. You can give her a call, 301-703-2157, and you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let her know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right, let's see what we got. We got to talk about what is happening in Frederick. All right, happening in Frederick is sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. 3 great locations serving up authentic Mexican food at affordable prices. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza off Route 40 in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. And Taquito offers a great drive-through experience as well. TacoBar1.com or taquitobytacobar.com for more information. All right, real quick before we get moving, and if for those of you who may be new and you have not seen this calendar that we put together, it's called the Everything Frederick calendar, and the link that you see in the video you're watching right now actually has every single event from many different we've got the library, we've got, and it's really hard to see this way. So actually, if you go to schedule, you can see, and it shows you what time it is and when everything begins. This makes it very, very easy to plan your day. And especially if you are entertaining kids who are off school for summer, or you've got people visiting from out of town and you want to know what happens, what's happening, what's going on. People email me and I search the web for tons of events all the time. So this is where you go. This is what it looks like. And I will say this, that if you look at the month, how there are like today 57 additional things going on today, 71 on Thursday, plus the ones that you see there. So always a ton of events happening in and around Frederick. You could never, if you say you're bored in this town, you are literally not trying at all. All right, we've got Souls of Joy happening right now. I'm collecting new shoes. There are some drop-off spots. If you pick up some new shoes and you want to contribute, you can drop them off, of course, to the home of everything Frederick, the Orioles Nest, Family Heritage Trust, Village Crossing, and Ken's Automotive and Transmissions. All are collecting new shoes for the kiddos in Frederick County. Individual tickets are now on sale for the event. Just search Souls of Joy on Eventbrite for details. All right, today there are a couple really cool things happening at the libraries. At 1 p.m., you have Tai Chi for balance and well-being. That's at the Middletown Library. At 4 o'clock at the Urbana Library, you can do Crochet 101 and Fiber Art Fun. Now, these are for kids 9 to 18, that crochet event at Urbana. July 9th at Sieber Arts Library, Teen Time. That is for 13 to 18-year-olds. Teens get to make their own affirmation jar, and that's at the Sieber Arts Library. July 10th on Thursday, Summerfest Family Theater at Baker Park is at 10 a.m. This is great for your elementary school-aged kids and older. I used to enjoy when I took the kids out. It's as much fun for parents as it is for the kids, because the kids can not only watch what's going on at the band shell, they can play in the park there. You can run them off, get their energy, just let them let loose in Baker Park, right? And then you take them home, maybe have some lunch or bring your lunch to the park, and maybe they'll pass out for the rest of the day. And I'm just kidding about that. But you can wear them out, and it's early morning, so it's not nearly as hot as it is later in the afternoon. Then later that day at 5 o'clock, it's Alive at 5 at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. Oasis Island Sounds is the live music for that one. And then at 7:30, Starlight Family Film Festival, and Monsters, Inc. is showing. So you can do early morning with Summerfest Family Theater, and then take the kids out for a movie. And both of those things are free, which is really cool. July 11th, there's karaoke with Darlene at AmVet's Post 2 on East South Street in Frederick. That's open to the public. July 12th, Saturday, Rubber Duck Derby Festival. And this is next week, obviously, right? What? Oh, no, this weekend. This weekend. Lord have mercy. It's already middle of July. This Saturday, the Rubber Duck Derby, 11 to 4, is in Union Bridge. And noon to 3 is the National Clustered Spires High Wheel Race in downtown Frederick. Both of those are amazing. If you can get to both, you might want to start at the Rubber Duck Derby Festival earlier in the day and then head downtown, which gets kind of packed. So you're going to want to pack your patience as well as everything else, but it's a fun afternoon for that. July 13th, which is Sunday, you have your summer concert series at Baker Park Bandshell. And then July 14th to 17th is that baseball and softball clinic at Braddock Heights Park, which is right in Frederick on Schley Avenue. It's for ages 6 to 12. All experience is welcome. Right now, you're going to want to text Rick Wilson to sign your kid up, 240-422-6835. July 15th is a Sleep in Heavenly Peace bed delivery. Now, if you haven't seen the interview with Brian Ford talking about what it is like to deliver a bed to a child who has never had their own space to sleep, I'm going to recommend you do that on July 15th. You need to go find Sleep in Heavenly Peace online and sign up for that. On July 18th, we have the Middletown Movie Night at Remsburg Park. They're playing Moana 2. On July 19th, there is a bed build for Sleep in Heavenly Peace from 9 to noon. You can sign up for that as well. And then 11 to 4, I'm going to be at the Asbury United Methodist Annual Community Block Party. Now, if you want to bring your new shoes to that event, you can do that. I will collect for you from 11 to 4. Plus, it's an amazing event with tons of vendors, free food, free entertainment, free health screenings, and a free school supply giveaway, all happening from 11 to 4 on July 19th, right in downtown Frederick. Let's see, what's important here? Oh, July 22nd, if you want to find out more about guided tour experiences with Colette, which is one of the most trusted names in travel, you want to be at Antietam World Travel Service right off Old Farm Road at 5 p.m. on July 22nd. All right, that is your highlight of the events happening in and around Frederick. If you have an event you want included, all you have to do is email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. All right, we're going to take one more quick break. Then we're back with Amy of Poppin Party Services. And we've got Tyler Mead talking suspension from Ken's Automotive and Transmissions. And your secret stash video clue for today, hopefully leading to cash and prizes for you. That comes up just after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
All right, got to do this one more time for Sandra because I inadvertently skipped it yesterday because of this new system that I have. But A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. All right, you got to reach out to A&S Construction to take care of your roofing and siding. Maybe you need some new windows or gutters, or maybe you finally decided to get that new patio or deck. Well, Sandra can take care of you. Give her a call at 301-703-2157 or send her an email. info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs if you tell Sandra you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right, let's find out who is making our market great. Market Makers is sponsored by the Maryland Lottery. They've got tons of ways for you to win with hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket can net you $50,000, or a $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. The lottery scratch-offs that I give out, the $1 tickets, top prize is $1,000, so not so bad there. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details, plus you can download the Maryland Lottery app and scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. Well, the person who's making our market look a lot more fun is Amy from Poppin Party. Here she is.
401 North Market Street. It's right in downtown Frederick. It's the home of everything, Frederick, and I am with Amy, Poppin Party Services.
Hello, hello.
She brought me flowers.
Look
My
at that.
husband doesn't even bring me flowers like this anymore.
And they'll last longer than real flowers.
I know. I love it. I love it. So you were telling me you have a nerdy science background in school.
Yes.
And you started looking at things for your daughter and thought, maybe I can do that.
Yeah. So what started the business was I got pregnant, and then I was looking for balloon artists for a baby shower, and I was like, toying around with doing it myself, but I was like, I'm pregnant. I don't really feel like doing that. So I was like, let's hire somebody. And then I was like, I think I can do this though. And then they quoted me what they quoted me, and I was like, I'm definitely going to figure out how to do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been toying around with it for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
I made it official back in 2024, got my LLC, and it's been popping ever
That's
since.
so exciting.
Yes.
It's so exciting. Do your hands hurt from doing the balloons?
It's actually, it's
Do you
taken
get
me
used
about
to
a
it?
year. It's taken me about a year for my fingers to get used to everything. And with this past weekend, I had a 2-day event. My hands were sore.
Yeah.
In the beginning, they would get like numb, my
Yeah.
fingers, I guess because of the nerves
Yeah.
and getting used to tying the necks and stuff. But now they just get sore if I do a
Yeah.
bunch of balloons. Because I think for the 2-day weekend event, it was around 1,000 or so balloons that I was messing with. Yeah.
Holy cow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
And were you doing big backdrops and towers or?
A little bit of both. So
Yeah.
they had one of their events was a crab feast. So they had 3 different tents that they wanted to have as focal points for different years. So I did balloon garlands across the tent, and then they had a happy hour event, which I had a big setup with like a backdrop and some shimmer wall balloon on top, and then I had like gold and white curtains and balloon garland over top of that, and then I put some sort of a balloon garland arrangement in the corner.
Holy cow, that's a lot of work.
It's
a lot of work to plan.
Yes.
How do you plan the designs?
Well, it depends. I usually tell clients, like if I'm on site looking at an area that they want to decorate, I will sit there and say, okay, I'm going to look weird, but I'm going to sit here and stare and think for a while. Because I'm like going like this and like this and just planning everything in my head. But yeah, it takes the creative mindset to sit there and figure out, okay, these are the colors they want. They're looking for this type of arrangement.
Yeah.
How can I make it pop for them?
Yeah.
So yeah, I normally just sit there and stare for a while. I'm like going to Google for inspiration.
Yeah.
But other than that, sometimes the client also has inspo photos that I work off of.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I have creative freedom, and that's really cool. I like that aspect of it because I have freedom. So and everybody
they just
normally
say,
loves
do something and make it look nice.
Right.
You just need this space filled.
Right, and here's the budget. And I'm like, I got you.
Yeah, and kudos to McDaniel for hiring alumni.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Yes,
so you got
McDaniel's
the
a
job
great-
because you
great
said,
college
hey,
for hiring-
somebody else did that. And they said, well, they're not alum, you are.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, you service from Damascus about an hour around.
Yeah.
So you'll go anywhere that there's a decent job.
Yeah, exactly.
That somebody needs you. And people need to think not just birthday parties or graduations or things like that. It can be any time you want some decor to match a theme or anything you're doing, making something pop, as you
Exactly. Yeah, like individual flower bouquets, or I did a graduation number setup. It's called a number bouquet.
Okay.
That was in Lansdale. Yeah, just really anything. Corporate events, grand openings, car dealerships.
Yeah.
Birthday parties.
Yeah. And on
anything.
the corporate side for a business, if you're celebrating anything.
Okay.
All right. And for them to find you, all they have to do is search for
Poppin Party Services.
Poppin Party Services
Go ahead and
anywhere.
Google that name, and then I got Google, I got Yelp, I got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, website.
I love it.
But yeah.
I love it. Now you have a 3-year-old daughter.
Yes.
You're running your own business now.
Yes.
Is she helping you? Is she inspiring you?
She does. Well, she's the reason why I got it all started, and
Right.
she actually wanted to steal your flowers today, but I was like, no, I just made them. I'll make you some when I get home later.
Yeah.
But no, she loves it. Some of the balloon machines or the pumps, they can be a little loud, but the one she's okay with. So she'll press a button while I hold the balloon and it inflates.
Oh,
But yeah,
very
she loves
good.
it.
Yeah. I think it's pretty amazing that we've gone from helium-filled balloons to just air-filled balloons and being able to decorate with just air. Because
Yes.
helium is so expensive.
Yeah.
And so it's very cool that there has been technology now to figure out a way to make things taller, but not using helium.
Yeah. And then I also use biodegradable balloons as
Okay.
well. So I try to keep it as green as possible.
Oh, very cool.
And then I invested in some, pool inflatables.
Yeah.
There's a company that makes balloon garlands out of the pool inflatable material.
Oh,
because
I've seen those.
Yeah, because establishments like petting zoos and botanical gardens, they don't want actual balloons in there in case poppage, debris, things like that. I totally get that. So I invested in some pool inflatables that look like balloon garlands. And so I could take it to places like that. Or if folks end up having a latex allergy, I could use those instead. So I'm trying to be able to bring the fun and make any event pop.
Now you're an artsy girl. You do craft, you do workshops.
I do, yes.
So people can reach out to you if they want to host something where they are.
Yes.
Or they can find out where you're going to be to do those sorts of things.
Exactly. So I not only can bring balloon decor, but I can bring some sort of morale event to the party as well. So I do terrarium making, open or close, so moss and plants or succulents. And then I'll do beaded crafts as well, some painting workshops.
Cool.
But
I love it. I love it. Gone from science to artsy. Poppin Party Services. So you can look for that. This is Amy, and she will make your party pop for sure.
Yes, I will. Any event, come find me. Google Poppin Party Services.
Oh, I want to thank Amy. She is amazing. She joined me for my 300th show. You can go back on YouTube and watch it. She created a stand-up ice cream cone because we had an ice cream theme for the 300th show on June 18th. Go on YouTube and search for Amy at Poppin Party Services, and you will see that there. I want to thank her so much for hanging out with me. All right, it is now time for Under the Hood with Tyler Mead. I'm here at Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. I'm with Tyler Mead. How are you today?
I'm doing good, Dani.
We're full on into summer.
Yes, hot.
It is hot. It is hot. And I know we're going to talk about something else, but first of all, if you're turning on your car and the air conditioning isn't flowing great, you got to get that in here,
Definitely
right? Because it could
AC
be a
check.
couple of things.
Yes.
Yeah. So if your air conditioning isn't pumping out that cool heat, it should be cooling your car about 20 degrees, right? Is that the average?
from your startup, yes. Yeah. So you should be seeing like 54 degrees coming through vents.
Yeah. So if you're not, bring that into Ken's. You can go to kenstrans.com to schedule your appointment. But today we are talking about
new partnership with Airlift Suspension.
Okay.
We've become an authorized dealer and installer for Airlift Suspension stuff.
Okay.
So big trucks that like to tow, if you're towing a lot of weight or anything like that, airbag suspension is probably what you need.
Okay.
A lot of sag comes out of trailers, so you want to level out your trailer when you're driving down the highway, or you can get a lot of sway out of it.
Okay.
And that's definitely dangerous traveling down, especially most
I've
people
seen
going
those.
to Florida and stuff like that with their camper.
Yeah.
I mean, I see a bunch of people going up to, Cunningham Falls and Gamble with these trailers, and they definitely should not be pulling them without the suspension. So currently we just partnered with them about a couple months ago.
All right.
So we are selling Airlift bags, the compressor system, everything you need, plus the install for it as well.
So again, for those of us who don't do a lot of towing or any of that, so this is the suspension is really important. Is it just in your rear, or is it the front too?
They do make front supports as well, but they're really not needed for towing.
Okay.
That's more of a plowing thing. If you
So if you, if you're pushing a lot of weight with the plow, or you're pulling a lot of weight with the towing, the suspension is what helps keep everything kind of
level,
on the up and up.
Yep. Make sure. I mean, most common problems with, heavy trailer work, or honestly any trailers where your truck is underweight for it. You got a 1,500, but you got a 6,000 pound trailer. You get a lot of weight. Just push down on the rear of that truck, where the truck sits squatted in the rear. You want to bring that up, because what ends up happening is that suspension will be completely bottomed out.
Yeah.
And you go over a bump, and all it's going to do is sway and shit.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Really interesting. All right. So they can come by, and basically if they're doing a lot of towing,
and they come by. What do they do? Just tell you that they tow a lot of weight, or they've noticed some
Yep. So we'll just kind of get an idea of how much weight you pull, what kind of truck you have, and how often you do pull, and we can set meat bag requirements directly for that.
Oh, that's really great. Okay. And then all you got to do is go to kenstrans.com. You can schedule an appointment, or you can drop in. These guys are great. They'll take care of you, answer your questions. Bumper to bumper, you guys take care of it all, from oil changes, which apparently I need and didn't realize till I came in today, all the way to your transmissions, everything in between. You guys take care of it. And you also make sure everybody's aware of what's going on with their vehicle at all times. Family owned since 1968, right here at the corner of Jefferson and Patrick Streets in downtown Frederick. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Dani. I appreciate it.
Oh, and don't forget, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care, is collecting for Souls of Joy, and I'm so grateful to them for doing that. All right, let me figure this out. I want to make sure I'm getting you the correct hint for Secret Stash. That's right, July 8th, right there. There you go. This is your Secret Stash clue. There are some giveaways. I'm making this week pretty easy for you. Go on out and head to get that, and then you can turn it in to see what prizes you've won. You turn it in at the home of Everything Frederick, Wednesday to Sunday. But all your instructions are right in that Secret Stash envelope. July 8th. That is a giveaway for you right there. I've left it on screen for a long time. Your Secret Stash video clue for July 8th is right there. Well, tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. We would appreciate you sharing. We appreciate your comments. Thank you to Michelle Payton for watching, and everybody else who tuned in today. And have an amazing day. Let's get out there. Let's be great, Fred.